Alright, good afternoon, good evening, good wherever you are. How's everyone doing? Does the audio sound fine, Sephiroth? Lost the entire VOD. Literally from the very start of the stream, the audio was knackered. So, for those watching this VOD, welcome. I streamed for 3 hours, not knowing that the audio on the stream side was completely broken and robotic. Because obviously this new setup now that I use where I just play the audio through my TV, I couldn't hear the stream side of things. So now I've got my earbuds in. The reason why I've been doing this lately, the headphone in this setup, is because obviously I've got this ear infection and I'm trying not to wear headphones or earbuds. And in doing so, I've just streamed. This has never happened before. This is the first time this has happened. I've just streamed the rest of the Lord Capon DLC. I finished it, and then one of my viewers mentioned that the audio was broken. Yeah, so that's 3 hours down the drain. And annoyingly, my first time reaction was accompanied by obviously the broken audio. My audio was fine for the mic, but the game audio was broken. It sounded very robotic. I don't know why it's done that. But yeah, so that's 3 hours gone, and my initial first time reaction. I bet it won't go smooth this time round as well, because there was part of the quest went pretty smooth and I was surprised. I bet it won't go smooth this time. So I've got to load back my save and do it again. I'm just gonna have to keep my earbuds in. Just have the volume turned down. That sucks. I hate that. I hate that because obviously, like I said, my first time reaction. You're not going to get the same reaction this time because the end of this quest was really funny. Honestly, it had me in stitches, the end of this quest. What's that? Or have some headset you can connect? What's that? What do you mean? The only other thing I could do is stop listening to the audio through my TV. Like turn the TV's audio off. And divert the audio to my PC speakers from the stream. That's the only other thing I can do. But it means I've got to tweak the audio level from my speakers. That's the only other thing I can do. So then if it does go dodgy, I'll hear it because I'm using the stream audio instead. Speakers. Alright, we'll see how that goes. I'll have to adjust the audio accordingly. Alright, so back to square one. The thing is, now I know what to do because obviously I figured it all out on my original play. It's a shame, such a shame. Not going to get that first initial reaction. Right, so I need to go hunt some deer because I discovered that there was a third bit of meat needed to be found. But I should be able to get through it a lot quicker now because I know what I'm doing. There's just one part, though, that... I'm not going to say what's happened, but there's just one part that I bet it doesn't go as smoothly this time around. Actually, I'm going to test speaking to somebody just so we're going to... Like, screw it. Just remind us all when we speak to somebody that I need to check the voice, make sure my mic's not picking it up.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Do me a favour, Sephiroth, play. Actually, hang on. I play a sound alert.
Yeah.
Hello there.
Right, that's fine. Thank you.
Yeah.
Right, see if we can find this deer hunting spot again. Just the only thing is that the sound quality is not as nice when it's coming through my PC speakers than when it's coming through my TVs.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It sounds poopy.
Yeah.
It's a shame I can't fix the audio on the VOD in some way,
Yeah.
but I said it. You're right. It's all robotic.
Yeah.
Literally from the start of the stream, it was robotic.
Yeah.
I know what'll have caused it. I guarantee it'll have been the Wavelink audio software, because we used to have a similar problem in the past, years ago, way back when I was playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Yeah.
But I've never had that problem for years. Oh boy. 3 hours gone. Now I know why people are coming to go, and there was like 5 or 6 people lurking at my channel like at one point, and then it just there's this guy disappear, and I was like, now I know why. But nobody said anything. Never mind. My fault though, because like I said, it's this new setup. Obviously I had it set up in a way where I can't hear if there's any audio problems on the stream side, because I've just got the audio from directly from my system coming through my TV. No, it wasn't deer, it was raw. Right, don't make the same mistake. I made this mistake last time. I was hunting for like actual deer venison, but I need raw venison. And the one just got away before I chased it away. Oh, it's such a shame. Like I said, once he got to the last part of the quest, it was so funny. I couldn't stop laughing. I'll probably still laugh, but obviously now I know what's going to happen. So, come on, there's the roar. Oh, there's one. One, but then I need no. Oh wait, no, that's giving us enough. Wait, road near me. Hang on, why is it not? All right, because I need to actually go into the. Need to actually go to the bakers and discover the meat. Yeah, there was some more meat locked behind one of the doors that I missed.
Yeah.
And I discovered the recipe for the blood potion. I'll let you listen to it again. Like you've got to speak to the charlatan, and he'll tell you a story. Yeah, one of the missions is we've got to turn the water in the bathhouses red like blood, and the charlatan like made up a story to remind him of the ingredients needed for this potion. But he sort of forgot he forgot the ingredients with his own story. Like when you ask him to explain the story, he's like, I don't know, I forgot the meaning behind it. But I managed to figure it out pretty quick today once I realised there's like key words in every sentence. They're like there's 3 different plants you need to boil in order to make this blood red potion. And the hints is it's in the story that he tells you. The hard part's going to be the rosaries. Like I've got to steal from a bunch of people.
Buy my potions.
I did it. I got caught once during the whole process.
Mount Olymp.
Good day to you.
About that recipe.
Yes, you want to buy it?
Yeah, what? Hang on. Oh.
What's the recipe for that potion you were talking about?
Pay close attention now.
I'm all ears.
How love turned to bloodshed. Once there was a knight who, though upright and noble-looking, had a prickly,
unapproachable appearance. He's noble and upright.
He fell in love with a fragile young maid, whom he saw with her sisters in a field, all wearing bright red wimples.
Bright red.
But he was afraid his prickly exterior would frighten her. So he asked the advice of another knight, a pious and learned crusader, who carried the name of the patron saint of his order with pride. The pious knight told him he would arrange a rendezvous with the maid. All 3 would drink wine together by the river.
That's the base ingredient.
Would help his friend to get acquainted with her. This they did, but the maid fell in love instead with the pious knight. The stern knight was enraged and challenged his rival to a duel. The 2 fought long and fiercely,
grinding up the ingredients.
And so, in the end, they both fell mortally wounded, anguished at the tragedy her beauty had caused. The young maid took a dagger from one of the knights and plunged it into her own heart. Their bodies lay together on the ground, and the blood flowed from them into the river, turning the waters crimson.
So that was his story.
God be with you.
So from that, he eventually pieced together that Thistle, the prickly knight, St. John's wort, the one that has the name of a pious thing, forgetting what his words were, And then the woman being red, Poppy. So you take those. I hate that I said this earlier when I went back to the bench. I said I hope in the second game Henry gets like a portable alchemy kit. Have some sort of debuff to it, like make it so it's not as good as an actual stationary bench that you find in like locations like towns and what have you. But it'd be nice if we had some sort of like small alchemy kit. Just make it so it can't make as like as much as like a stationary bench can make.
Yeah.
Right, so the actual making of the potion was pretty simple because the guy tells you that he remembers at least that you have to brew it for 1 turn. That was pretty much all he could only remember that it was 3 ingredients and you had to brew it for 1 turn. So you get the poppy seeds, the wort, the thistle. And so if you remember, the Thistle Knight and the St. John's Wort Knight had a fight together. So they were the ingredients for them two are ground up, and then she kills herself and also becomes part of the ingredient. And the blood of them flows into the river, and the river was like wine. So what you learn from that is the first ingredient is wine. And then you take the 3 ingredients of the 3 characters, mash them in the mortar, so they're all fighting, and she's joining them by killing herself once they kill themselves. And you mash the ingredients. See, I guessed the wine myself yesterday because I thought it was going to be 3 poppies and wine. But no. So you get the ingredients, put them in, and then you remember, like I said, the only thing that the charlatan could remember was to boil the ingredients for 1 turn. Just wait for it to cool. Eventually the fire will go out. The embers will go out. And there we go. Yeah, good. So I managed to discover that after paying attention to what he actually said. First time I heard him say it, I didn't have a clue. I thought it was just 3 poppies and wine. But then once I actually paid attention, when he mentioned like thistles and the name of patron saint, the St. John's Wort was obvious for that one. And then the thistle was the prickly one. I quickly need to sneak into the butcher so I can. Well, actually, I don't think it matters as long as I discover it. I think I'll be able to replace it straight away. It should be fine. I'll focus on the other one. If I'm lucky, I'll get everything done in 1 day for this part of the quest. So now I've got to steal a bunch of rosaries.
God save you, good.
I'll be with you.
Oh, you haven't got any schnapps? How many have I got? I got some. Right, so this part's the annoying part. Again, stealth in this game, just it's weird. Like, I successfully knock people out with nobody noticing, but then I still end up with a bounty on me head. So all I was doing is I just went to these people that are here on their own in the middle of nowhere. Nobody can see her. See, there's nobody nearby. And then they have the rosary thing. So I've got to get 5 of them. I've got to knock 5 people out without getting caught. And then there was another guy in the field over here. But somehow I end up with a bounty on me here regardless.
Hey, is someone...
Oh, shit, she's having a fit. Why is that door open? Wasn't somebody else living here, was it? It's definitely saving us time this time round because obviously I've already done it, so I know where the ideal people are to deal with. Oh, she's not here. Where'd she go? Damn it! Where'd she go? Right, I'll take yours instead. I don't think anyone's clocked on yet. But eventually a money bag symbol will pop up in the top of the screen and that'll be that. Last time there was a woman in that area, but she's not there this time. Audio still fine on the stream side? I'm gonna have to keep an eye on it from now on. It should be fine with this setup, but like I said, my PC speakers are shit. They're just these cheapy little things. Whereas obviously the speakers on my TV are Dolby Atmos, they make obviously much better sound. Right. Just need one more person. Oh. One more person. Just one more. Put some more airdrops in. It's just it's a nightmare when I'm like trying to play and I have to sit with my head like that for ages. Makes it very disorientating. Oh, she's still lying unconscious. Nobody's walked them up yet. See, I'm supposed to have this perk where dogs aren't supposed to bark at us. Just need one more. Ah, I thought he was on his own. I think it was one of the shopkeepers that did the last time, but I don't know which one. Was it just the general trader? No, because he's got a guard. Who the hell did I knock out the last time? Okay, she's awake. Is she gonna go? Let's see if she snitches on us. I'm curious how I got caught the last time. It just seems to be just cracking on. Maybe I got away with it this time. Maybe I just got unlucky and someone spotted us from a distance. Oh wait, it was here. Yeah, it was this person, the barber.
Salt sprinkled with the bloody tears of St. James, Madonna.
Ah, damn it. I need to wait for him to go away. It might have been this that got us caught. No, because last time he woke her up the last time and they just carried on as usual. Damn it.
Ladies and
Wait now, I see if he comes out. Nah, it sucks I'm having to do all this again. So at a certain point in the day, he takes a break and goes and sits on the bench. I think that's like when I had my chance to get her rosary earlier.
powder made of the bones of St. Thomas.
I was surprised myself. Well, I wasn't sure Betty would even want to sell them. So I asked for a high price. And he says,
Dog's doing the moonwalk. Hee hee. Well, I guess I'm just going to have to find somebody else. The problem is, everyone else is near somebody. I ain't knocking out the bailiff. I'd probably fail in knocking him out. It's probably easier just to knock out normal villagers. Need the tailor to go away. Damn it! I mean, either way, I've got to wait for all the food to go to bed as well. I've got to wait for that raw meat that I just got and the mutton and everything to go to bed before I can complete that part of the quest.
He's alright now.
And I've got to go there early in the morning when nobody's there to put the portion in the water.
Cultivated from a rose bush.
Oh, he's gone. Where is he? Where's he gone? Has he gone far enough away that I can actually...
Marvel at the miraculous.
I don't know where he's went. Ah, he's still there. I didn't notice him. I thought he was gone. Ah, damn it.
I know what you mean.
Get lost or you'll have...
He'll probably be a bit... Anyone that's got a weapon will probably be a bit harder to knock out.
Give you the luck of the angels.
He's not moving, like. So it's only... It seems like it's only midday that he'll come and chill on the bench. Like, he must go on his lunch break or something. Lunchtime! Well, I haven't getting a bounty this time, touch wood. Last time I accidentally got a bounty. There's a guard there, he'll end up seeing us. He'll end up spotting us if I knock that other dude out. He's moved, the watchman.
Hey, who's there?
Yeah, that's the bailiff's house. I'd rather not mess with the bailiff. Just in case.
To give you the luck of the angels.
That's booty.
That's the only person I can think of do. Or maybe that's how maybe that's how I got the bounty. I don't know, because like last time I knocked her out, she was the first one I got the cross from, and then he came along and woke her up, and it looked like she just went about her business as normal. So I don't think I got caught. But she's the only one that got woke up by somebody else. Everyone else I just left lying in the field, and eventually they woke up themselves and carried on about their day. So I don't know. I don't know how the stealth works in the background. Ah.
out there?
Nothing. Ah. I think they've all quit for the night. I think everyone's going home for the night.
Then buy this powder made of a unicorn's horn.
Except for these two, they're still. Ah!
Mandrake roots taken straight from the gallows at wine squeezed from grapes, cultivated from a rose bush.
I don't know. I didn't even try over there, across on the other side of the town, across the river. That should count as well. I just got them from everyone within the main part of the town. That's that guy that I knocked out in the field. So yeah, so far nobody has given us a bounty.
Neighbor, did you need any charcoal? No. Why? Did you buy more than you need?
Come closer, my friends. Marvel.
I just want to get the rosary in there. Good. Then we can go stay at the inn for the night. Oh, hang on. Are you two ever going to close close your business for the day?
What's the matter? Are yours not laying? Oh.
Mandrake roots taken straight from the gallows at
I just need you to be knocked out so I can steal your cross. Give us it. Just a little bit of unconsciousness. It's not going to hurt you. You'll be fine. Too many people. Oh, she's woke up. Nah, not risking it. Too many people. Oh, right, I think they're done for the day. Actually, I should be saving over my other fields. That one knackered. No, actually, it doesn't really matter. Screw it. Got it. No, he's still alive. We just knocked him out.
Hey, is someone there? What in
We saw anything.
The hell was that?
All the best.
God be with you.
Is there somewhere I...
Certainly. For how long?
Just the one night?
No problem. But you pay in advance.
Here you go.
You'll like it here.
Like sleeping on a cloud. Sleeping on a cloud. Do any of you have a night vision potion? I would love a one for the next mission.
I'd like to discuss... Is this enough?
I'd almost shake. All right, so.
I'll have a beer.
I think the charlatan's already gone to bed, hasn't he? Yeah. Kind of hoping I could get a night vision potion. Actually, before we go to sleep, buy some food.
God be with you.
Let's talk... What do you say to that?
That's a poor...
Surely I won't have been caught for the
Is this enough?
that last guy, because again he was already asleep.
Wow.
Nobody saw us go in.
Finally.
In fact, we will get up at 4 because we'll go and do the meat. Hopefully, it'll all have gone rotten by then. Once it's got a red X on it, we're fine. I've got a bounty, see? How? Nobody saw us? I don't get the stealth system. How have I gotten a bounty? How? Don't get the stealth system in this game.
Hey! You! Don't move a muscle!
Alright,
Surrender! You should have thought...
Damn it.
Screw it. Yeah, I don't get the stealth system. I knocked everybody out, but somehow I still got caught. Ah, the raw meat's not done yet. The raw meat just needs a little bit more time. There we go. Now it's in.
What's that?
Alright, done. So that's all her fresh meat replaced with rotten meat. And that is everything. Everything is done. Just gotta wait for Mr. Charlatan to get his butt up. Might as well delete that broken VOD. There. Scary man. Do you have a night vision potion? Probably not.
Good health to you.
Does anybody nearby have a night vision potion? I would love some night vision potion for the next mission.
God be with you. Good luck to you.
Oh, maybe the alchemist woman in the woods. Maybe she will. If I'm lucky.
I'd like to just... What do you say to this?
That's a poor offer.
I think the mic's less likely to pick up those speakers though compared to my TV speakers, because like I said, my TV speakers are Dolby Atmos, so it bounces everything around the room a lot more. Whereas my speakers, they're about as loud as what I normally have the TV, and I haven't seen it pick up anything yet through the mic.
Finally.
Let's quickly go to the alchemist woman, and maybe she'll have a night vision potion. And I hope the camera doesn't go all dirty for the next mission as well, because the next mission was kind of ruined by the camera during a part of the conversations. All this stuff we're doing is for a potion for Lord Capon. A potion that's supposed to make women attracted to you. And because it's from the charlatan, I was saying, I bet you it doesn't do that. Please say you've got night vision potions.
And stay.
Wait, what do you say there?
Goodbye.
Damn it. Can I brew me one? Preserver, pet foot, nobody seems to have night vision potions. I know I could get some in Rat Eye because I bought some towards the end of this quest line. Yeah, she doesn't have it. Damn it. Could quickly ride to Rat Eye. It's not too far away from the dead screw, thankfully.
Yeah.
By the time I get there, the shop should be open. I'm curious if there's other ways you can do this quest. Because once you do this part of the quest, he tells you to try and see if you can come up with other ways to scare the town people even more. But the quest objective doesn't say anything. I'm gonna pop my airdrops in. The thing about this is, the nozzle on the end of this, I'm not sure if I'm actually getting the drops, properly into the back of the ear. Because the nozzle's a bit too thick. Right, so now I've just got to sit like a lemon with my head tilted sideways for 10-15 minutes, and then put an earbud in, cotton bud in. How's it hanging? Right. It's easier if I like turn my chair so I can just do that. Out again. Out again. Out again. Out again. We're good. We're good. I just sit like that. Out again. That's better.
Yeah.
It's just all. It just feels weird though when I'm watching the TV, like when we're running along on the horse like this. It's very disorienting with my head sideways like this. I think the alchemist here sold some night vision books. I'm sure I bought some from here after the quest finished. This time I'd like to get some now, so I've got some ready for the next few parts of the quest.
Good day.
Yeah, Nighthawk potion. 5 of them. And yeah, schnapps while we're at it.
Let's talk about.
Because the next part of the quest is very dark, so at least this time round it would be.
See now? I knew we'd come to an agreement.
Well, I think my mic did pick something up there. Maybe it's because I'm a bit closer since I'm sat like this. But when I'm sat back there, leaning back, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Alright, back to Ledette School to see how spooked the villagers are. As I said, the start of this quest was shit. This part with the charlatan is alright. The end part of it, like the charlatan quest, is very good. But then the very, very end, when you're back with Capon, again, it's weird. It was very funny. Which is why, like I said, I'm disappointed because it's not going to be the. I'll probably still laugh at it, but like that first time reaction's now gone. Know when it's been like 15 minutes. I don't even know if I'm putting this stuff in right. All it says is put 3 to 4 drops in your ears. That's it. Doesn't say for how long, doesn't say how you should go about applying it. No, just put 3 drops in. 3 to 4 times a day. So I've just been doing this, just tilting my head and sitting here for a few minutes with it. And then I put a cotton bud in. But the problem is with the cotton bud is obviously it just absorbs all of the medicine. And the cotton bud's too soft that I can't actually get it in my ear. It just sits in the everywhere. Do a jiggle. Yeah, I can't hear it moving about. Like when you get water in it, yeah, you can only hear it, but with this I can't. Oh, wait. Oi, 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 oi. I need the mouse. I need the moose. Where are wavelength? Bleh.
Yeah. Talisman to give you the luck of the angels.
So, how am I doing so far?
Good work, Henry. The whole village is shaking in its boots. Soon people won't step outside the door without saying 3 Hail Marys.
Ugh, I'm glad to hear it. I'm beginning to feel haunted myself.
No one in Ledechko would eat a single egg, even if they had any, because all the hens are hexed.
Well, at least they've got fuel for their fires.
Everyone is talking about how all the butcher's meat went off after being touched by the hand of evil.
What, does this look like the hand of evil to you?
Half the village is without rosaries. Someone even wanted to buy one from me.
And did you sell it?
I don't trade in such banal goods.
He doesn't say I've done
I
bad,
sold
even
him
though I
a
got
cat's
caught
paw.
once, but
I
like
didn't know a cat's
nobody
paw
caught
was
us
good for warding off revenues.
stealing rosaries or whatever.
All the goods I have are
But
good
as far as I'm
for
concerned, no one
warding
caught
off
us.
revenants.
Just a dodgy stealth
The
system.
baths are closed. No one will tell you why, but everyone is clearly frightened.
So, the job is done, eh?
Not quite.
But you just said the whole village is shaking with fear.
The whole village, but for one individual.
Well, surely that doesn't matter.
That's what I thought too. Only this fellow is giving everyone the benefit of his wisdom. He needs shaking up before he undoes your good work.
But if he's not been scared yet, what more can I do to frighten him?
Well, when he's not hanging around here ruining my trade, he's in the tavern boasting that he'd happily sleep by that empty grave to prove there's no revenant.
Yeah, I bet he would.
Exactly. He just needs a little persuasion. And once he's there, make it the most terrifying night of his life.
Well, what are we waiting for then?
It's best to be well prepared. You ought to find out something about him, so there's no surprises.
The gossip woman?
Naturally. And Henry, before we get to that grave, you can still try and come up with more ways to frighten the villagers. The more terrified they are, the more groschen there'll be in it for me. For us, that is.
He says that, but then it doesn't add any extra objective to give you any sort of hint as to how to scare them even more. Then when you ask him how things are going, he says they're scared enough. See what?
So, how am I doing so far?
I already told you, Henry. Everyone is scared out of their wits.
I know. I was just wondering if anything had changed.
I haven't heard anything new.
Uh-huh. All right.
See? So I don't know if there is actually anything else you can do to further... Either way, I've done the quest, but I'm curious if there's more you can do. Since he said try and scare them more.
Bones of St. Thomas.
Where is she? Where's the gossip? She normally sits there. Where's she at? The hell is she? Oh, she's still down there.
God be with you.
Good wife.
You're still here, lad? I thought you'd have fled by now.
Fled? Why on earth would I do that?
Because there's a revenant on the prowl. The whole village is talking about it, and everyone is terrified.
Ah, that. But I heard there's one brave lad who's not afraid.
You mean Felix?
Well, I don't know what his name is, but he's always arguing in the tavern that there's no revenant.
That's him. The fool doesn't believe what's going on under his own nose. He hasn't the sense he was born with.
Is he brave or just stupid? Surely he's afraid of something.
I couldn't tell you. But if he's to be believed, he doesn't fear the devil himself.
Do you believe him?
Well, it's true he never seems bothered by anything. But then he's always with that other pair.
What pair?
2 mates of his.
But he was alone in the tavern.
Aye, they're not locals, but outside the village, wherever he goes, they go with him.
He even said he'd spend the night at the graveside, just to prove there's no revenant.
Aye, all talk and no action.
Who are these 2 fellas?
They're not bad lads, but they're no heroes, that's for sure.
How's that?
Them 2 have their fears, but then who doesn't?
What are they afraid of?
The first one wouldn't even go into the woods alone, because he's afraid of wild animals.
Ah, is that so? I wonder why.
He got lost in the forest as a young lad, and he wasn't found till next morning. Shaking and pale as a ghost he was when they found him.
Poor lad. Must have been scared out of his wits.
That he was.
What about the other one?
He's afraid of fire.
Why?
His own father burned him, God forgive him. As a young lad, he was playing with fire and nearly set fire to the house. So his pa taught him a lesson he wouldn't forget.
Poor lad. That's a terrible way to teach a child.
My words, exactly.
Ah, it's been an interesting chat. Thanks, good wife.
God bless.
Rare merchandise from all over the world.
This brave fella, Felix his name is, if we can get him to spend the night at the grave, he won't be alone. Wherever he goes, he always has 2 mates tagging along.
Like he's afraid to be alone.
Could be.
So, if we could get him there alone, it shouldn't be too hard to scare him.
Maybe, maybe not. He claims he's not afraid of anything.
That's easy to say. I'm not so sure. Only, we have to get rid of the other 2. What do you know about them?
One of them is afraid of wild animals. Won't even go into the woods on his own.
I see. And the other one?
He's afraid of fire, but I doubt an ordinary campfire would do the trick.
Well, we'll think of something. Anyway, you take care of the first one.
How, though?
Haven't you learned anything from me? Talk to a dog.
Of course. Why didn't I think of that? Any particular one, Master?
The most frightening one, of course.
Remember that dog
how
I
am I
found
supposed to
yesterday, and
recognise it?
it's like was
One
barking
looks
and
the same as
howling
another.
differently, and
His
it
bark,
was near
naturally.
that bone.
Can't you hear him? He'd scare the wits out of anyone.
That's a dog.
Either that or Satan in the guise of a beast.
All right. And what do I do with him?
Have a conversation with him and see if you can mimic his bark.
Yeah, great idea. People will think I'm barking mad.
Good luck to you.
Her, punny, punny. Yes, now we know why this dog sounded weird. It still doesn't explain the hand, though. That's the thing, that it doesn't explain why there's a skeleton hand on the floor next to him.
Come on then. Bark. What a beast you are. All right, let's see. Ruff. Ruff.
Marv?
Again? Boo! 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 That's still not quite it. Yeah. No. Boo! 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 That's it. And now I'm officially the village idiot.
Yeah.
Who's there? What's that?
Back to the charlatan again. Where you going?
So, how did you get on?
I found that mutt. Although from the noises it made, you'd hardly guess it was a dog.
So you've learned to bark?
I have, master.
So bark.
I never thought I'd stoop so low. Boo! Boo!
Perfect!
But what if it's not enough?
Ah, ye of little faith. Besides, can you think of any other way?
If we want to have him there on his own, I could always knock the other two out.
And what if he finds them unconscious?
I can always haul them off somewhere he won't find them.
Just make sure you don't botch it, Henry. It could easily turn very sour.
Don't worry. But what about the other fella?
Ah, yes, apprentice. You have the good fortune to witness a genius at work. Watch and learn. An oil lamp.
An oil lamp?
Precisely. Isn't it ingenious?
A marvellous invention, I grant you. But what do you want to do with it?
That's the clever part. I've hung a lamp like this over the Revenant's grave. All you have to do is shoot it down. It'll fall on the grave and burst into flames.
Well, that could work. Only...
Only what?
How can you be sure I'll manage to shoot it down?
I believe in you, Henry. You're my apprentice, versed in the ways of our craft.
Right, I almost forgot.
Anyway, you can practice. The lamp is already hanging up. It just hasn't been lit yet.
Aye, I'll give it a go. And then what?
Then you just have to goad our Felix into putting his money where his mouth is.
But what if he doesn't fall for it?
Refusing would ruin his credibility. Go and see him. I'll bet you anything, if you present it right, he'll jump at it.
All right, I'll give it a try.
Good. Don't delay, though. Practice with the lamp first, if you like, or just go straight to him.
Now, annoyingly, this part I bet you this part doesn't go smoothly this time. Again, this is why I'm annoyed that obviously the VOD messed up, and I'm having to redo this whole part of the DLC again because of the audio on the VOD was messed up, and I didn't realise. So what happened on my first attempt here is during the practice I did terrible, but then on the night when we actually have to make the actual shot, I got it first try, and I bet you I don't get it first try this time.
Yeah.
yeah, where was that bird nest? There was a bird nest in one of the trees, wasn't there? Got a ring out of one of them. I'm sure I did. I thought it was that one. Has it changed? Oh no, there it is. Back to that fine. But holy shit, is it hard hitting the torch up in the tree. Up there. I say I got it first time at night when I actually had to make the shot. But during the practice ones, yeah, I did terrible. I got it eventually, obviously, but... Got it. I got a lot quicker that time. Hopefully I get it first try on the night. I have one archery portion as well, so I can use that. Right, so now we'll just go to the tavern and convince Felix the Fialis, or whatever his name was, that he's a bit of a bitch, and he's got to prove that he's brave enough to spend the night near the grave. Where is he? Where is he? What the hell is he? He's normally here. Where he at? Oh. The reason he's over here. Here he is, quick, get him! Kick him in the teeth!
Heard there's a revenant haunting these parts.
Ah, you don't want to believe those old wives' tales.
Well, it's not true then.
Of course not. It's just a lot of fairy tales.
You're kind of sure of yourself, aren't you?
That I am. And what's it to you?
Nothing. It's just that, well, bold talk doesn't prove anything.
Are you saying I'm lying?
Please save the game.
Hey, Seppo.
Well, can you prove your claims?
What?
Well, supposing you spent the night at that grave, like you say. That'd prove there's no revenant, wouldn't it?
You reckon so? I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. Besides, since you're so fearless, it'd be nothing to you, right?
Aye, that's right.
How about something to buck up your courage? Ah, probably not. You don't need it.
I don't, but it can't hurt.
Last time I just gave him that.
Thanks, Em.
So when are you going to do it?
Just as soon as I can in the evening.
I don't know if giving him something would have... Ah, it's still knacked.
Shh! Quiet, Henry. You'll give us
Yeah,
away.
the camera's dodgy during this quest. Just for this, like, conversation.
What's that you're wearing?
What do you think it is?
I don't know, some new fashion?
It's my Revenant costume, of course.
My apologies, Master, for not recognising it immediately.
You obviously still have a lot to learn.
So, did they come?
Yes, all three. They're camping at the top of the hill.
Right. I'll have time to get haunting then. Where do I start?
I'll leave that up to you. The main thing is to scare off the two cronies first. I'll take care of Fearless Felix.
Yep, he's ready for
So
Deer
I'll
Fest.
scare one off with the lamp,
Yes, just make sure no one sees you shooting.
and the other one with fearsome noises.
That will probably take a few attempts. Ideally, a bit at a time.
Let him work up an appetite for more, so to speak.
I couldn't have put it better myself. Just don't give yourself away.
I won't, but if they do happen to see me coming...
Then you'd better vanish like a wisp of smoke, or make some excuse.
And what will you be doing?
I'll wait somewhere out of the way for a while, and then I'll crash in. So make sure the other two are gone by then.
All right.
I did this. This is I've got to basically... Shit. We learned to bark like a dog, because one of the... there's a guy called Fearless Felix or whatever, and he's the only person in town that's not scared of this revenant that we're making up. And so we'll dared him to stay by the grave of the revenant. But he doesn't go anywhere without his two friends. And we've discovered one of his friends is scared of animals. So we've learned to bark like a dog. And then his other friend is scared of fire. And the charlatans hung an oil lantern above the grave, and I've got to shoot it with an arrow to make it fall into the grave. And during the practice shots during the day, I did terrible earlier today. But during the nighttime shot, I got it first try. But I bet you I don't get it first try this time. Thankfully this time I've got that, so we can see at night. Press Y, you'll have to wait a while until your vocal cords are rest before grunting. Sore throat, right. See, I didn't get to read that last part the last time. In order to frighten one of the Felix Fear's friends, you learn to make a terrifying animal calls. Now you just need to get something blah blah blah. But yeah, this is what happens when you drink the night potions. I can see everything nice and clear. Whereas the last time it was pitch black. And I couldn't use my torch because my torch will give away my position. Come on, last time I got it first try. There we go. Right, got it. That's one. That should scare away one of the friends. My dog isn't helping.
Get him! Get him!
I fucked up. I fucked up because I did this the last time because they've got the button for the bark thing assigned to the same button as call your horse and telling your dog to attack people. Thankfully I saved. I should have saved after I took the shot. Right. I need to make more of these Nighthawk potions. They are very handy. The sky looks very pretty with this portion as well. Look at that. Not the stars. Floors. Got it.
Heal.
Maybe because I've got the dog, it keeps doing that.
To me.
Please, God, no! I can't stand this! No, no, please, no! They're everywhere! They'll devour me! Jesus Christ, I've got to get away from here!
Okay. Right, jobs are good. So that seems scared away. Now we just gotta wait for the Charlatan to do his business. Well, my dog's not getting in the way. Yeah, at this point I was expecting Fearless guy would actually be fearless and he'd accidentally kill the Charlatan.
What? Who are... What are you?
What do you want from me? I didn't do anything. Leave me alone.
I was expecting a really good twist. That would have been a really good twist, that he was actually fearless and the Charlatan ends up getting killed at that point.
That was something.
How did you like that, eh?
Wonderful! I haven't had so much fun since I dressed up as the
Can't see a
Pope.
damn thing.
Did you see him run? Like all the demons of hell were on their heels.
One was quite enough, evidently.
So what now?
Now I just wait for my customers to turn up. come and see me tomorrow before noon, and you'll get your well-earned reward.
Oh, why didn't the potion work during the conversation? That's dumb.
Good health to you.
May the Lord watch over you.
Ow.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's that.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I've got those potions, so because there's another part of the quest happens at night, so hopefully it'll. Then again, you just saw during that conversation there, the potion didn't work during a triggered conversation, so it's probably not going to work during the next one as well. That's a bit shit. Ow. Ow. So the Sims 1 and 2 did get a digital release, which I've bought. You can buy them both individually. The pricing was nice. The pricing was alright. You can get the first Sims, which comes with all the expansions, for £18. Or you can get the Sims 2 with all of its stuff for £25. Or you can buy them as a bundle, which comes with the Sims 4 plus some DLC for £35. So it works out cheaper and you get more if you just buy it as a bundle.
Good health to you.
I have got to wait until a certain point in the day, haven't I?
Ah.
So at some point I'm going to randomly play The Sims more because that was my childhood game, like when I got my first PC. Well, it wasn't my childhood, it was like my teenage days. Whenever the Sims 1 was around. Right, see if that's long enough.
And pieces of cloth. Oh, the arm.
So, it all worked out then?
Whoops.
Like a dream. I didn't sell half as much in Sasau.
That's good news. Now, about that thing you promised me.
Your well-deserved reward, certainly. Here you have it. Here's something extra for you. I sold a lot more than I expected, and I think it's all thanks to you.
What will you do now?
I could go now. I've coin enough, but I'll wait a while before moving on.
Why? I thought you didn't want to stay too close to Sasau for long.
But what if you needed my help?
Indeed. How could I forget all you've done for me? Well, at least I'll know where to find you.
I wonder if he's going to show up in the sequel. He's clearly one of those characters, like, obviously that's made up just for the game. But obviously, because there was people like that back then, but I wonder if he will show up in the sequel because he wanders around to avoid, obviously, because eventually people run him out of town. Welcome back. Right, so that's it. Now we return to Lord Capon and give him the potion. As well, read that book. Musk of Infinite Allure. The recipe for Musk of an Infinite Allure, the portion that Sir Hans wants to take to make him even more irresistible than he already is. It's nothing for me, though. I don't really need a horde of admirers following me on a stealth mission. What?
Yeah.
I don't know how that'll help Henry in the long run, especially once you find out. I think what I do is I'll rest. What time is it? Yeah, it's like ages. Bollocks! Let's like buy some energy drinks from the alchemist. Get Henry's energy back up. Right, where's Hans? Last time he was at the bathhouse when I came back. This time he's at the bar.
Yeah.
Box.
I'm glad to see you.
Me? Alright, let's see. Energy. If I just buy like 2 of them, should be good.
I'd like to Satisfied?
That's not.
Right, now again. Henry's good for the day.
Garlic, onions, mushrooms, and asparagus. Come right up.
I hope I...
Goodbye.
Let's have a word about...
Well,
Satisfied?
all right, so. Take care.
Let's have a word of... Are we agreed?
It'll take... See now.
With salt, caraway seeds, garlic, and more. You'll find it nowhere else.
God be with... Good luck then.
Last time he repaired 4
Let's have a
things for
word
me.
about the price.
Well, we can try. All right.
Right. Let's go get Hans.
Yeah.
Is he still at the pub? Yeah. Oh no, Henry's drunk. Shit. There he is.
Henry, I'm glad you came. Greetings. What do you need?
I got you that potion from the charlatan.
What charlatan? He's a man of learning who even cured the Pope of impotence. But thanks, Henry. I really appreciate your help. Once I drink this potion, every woman will faint at my feet. But I'm only interested in one. The fairest creature on God's green earth.
Yeah, the butcher's daughter, I know. And then what?
A rendezvous. She and I, under the cloak of night. And you shall be my herald of exalted words. You will hide and prompt me from a book of poetry.
I'll do what?
Here's a book of poems. I'll need a little time to get ready. Meanwhile, you can learn some poems off by heart. You'll prompt me.
Learn poetry? Me? That sounds... well, not exactly...
Stop wasting time and get to it. Come back to me in a couple of hours. I have to get dressed up and groomed, and it'll take a while before the potion takes effect. Goodbye.
Hopefully Henry's sobered up by then. Alright, so we have to learn poetry. Anthology of Love Poems. Gentle night, why linger on? I yearn thus for my love so long. Without her words to still my breast, who shall set my soul to rest? And now my heart in sorrow dwells, from melancholic pining swells. Since I, alas, was forced to part from the mistress of my heart. Ah, Lord, let me not wait in vain. I yearn to see my love again. O gentle sir, be of good cheer. I shall not cling to another dear. So that one's about a dude who's lost his wife, and he wants to join her in the afterlife. He doesn't want to chase after another woman. Henry, please, sober up. Have I got a hair of the dog? I haven't. Have I got one on my horse? Oh, I do. I've got one. Hey. Right, I'll take one of them, please. Does Henry be drunk? That should sober him up. And again, he's sober. Right. So that's the first poem. To love and be forlorn. To love and be forlorn is like night without a dawn. To be close with naught to say, like winter frost in May. To have lips and yet kiss not is like leaving grain to rot. To love without consummating is like unsown fields in the spring. I shall love you then, my dear, as long as you lie with me here. If you'll not give your all to me, no longer shall I bide with thee. So this one's about a guy who wants to get laid, and if the woman's not going to put out, he's not going to hang around anymore. Sounds like a great poem, doesn't it? Not. And the third and final poem, Ode to Woman. Woman is the root of sin, and yet of virtuous deeds again. In Eden it was woman's deed to pluck the apple from the tree. If you've no wealth to offer, you say, she will scorn you and turn away. But once you promise her treasure, she says she will love you forever. To murderous wrath she gives birth, leaving no peace on this earth. Wounds inflicted by swords cut less deep than woman's barbed words. So yeah, this is about someone who clearly thinks women are nothing but nags, and they just want your money and wealth, and then they give birth to noisy kids. That's apparently what that one's all about. So, which poem should we tell the good Lord? I'm going to guess Gentle Knight. It's the only decent one. Even though that one's basically about him telling somebody that he doesn't, like he's lost, like the first one's about someone who's lost a wife and that they can't find love in somebody else and that they want to die and join their wife in the afterlife. Again, not exactly the best one to be telling somebody you're trying to swoon.
Yeah.
So now we're just gonna hang around until Numbnuts gets his arse ready, and then we're good to go.
Yeah.
I think we'll actually have to wait until night. I can't remember if it automatically kicked us out of the wait time the last time, or just timed it right. Alright, let's go pick up the Lord for his date.
Are you ready, Sir Hans?
Henry, something's gone wrong.
Open up. I'm not going to talk to the door.
That potion tasted rather odd, and now I have a feeling my face is broken out. How do I look?
So the portion from the charlatan gave him hives or chicken pox or something.
You're imagining it, sir. You look as irresistible as ever, if not more.
But I feel as if I just fell face first into a nettle patch.
You're just a little flushed from the excitement. It'll pass.
If you're sure. So, what do you think? Can we go to the rendezvous?
Why wait? Carolina won't be able to resist you.
All right, then. Lead on, heart. And you, Henry, follow me.
I do see. I was saying that, like at this point, I was saying that I wouldn't be surprised if the portion from the charlatan gave him the shit. I said if that actually happened, it would have been 10 out of 10. But he still ended up with something funny, chicken pox or hives or something.
Tell me, Henry, how many girls have you had in your life? If you've had any at all, that is.
Well, there's been a few, but I'm sure I can't.
I mean, he's had Sir Davish's wife.
Very true.
And Teresa.
One day, plays will be written about my amorous adventures.
Comedies or tragedies?
That might depend on how things go tonight.
He banged the Lord's wife. Henry's a bad man. Owie! Me lung. I hate how slow he walks, honestly. He walks as slow as he is in his own head.
There's another very pretty girl living in this house here, but she's already got a suitor.
When has that ever bothered you?
Since the time her fellow threw me headfirst into a dung heap and kicked my arse for good measure.
Seems your future subjects don't hesitate to take a stick to you when it comes to minding the womenfolk.
I doubt he would have done it if he recognized me. I was, incognito.
I hope the night portion there helps here. It probably won't, because the next part takes place like in a conversation. Whereas if you're just walking around like this, obviously the portion works. I don't know if I can keep my light out during the next part. I put it away. Because yeah, you'll see what happens.
We're almost there. You'll hide behind a gravestone or in the bushes and don't budge from there. Otherwise you might scare her off.
Hide, Henry. Time to get started. How do you know it's her who will come out and not someone else?
She got the letter and necklace, didn't she? She knows that that is, her secret admirer is coming.
And what am I supposed to do? What do you think, dolt? Prompt me from that book of poetry.
Now for the best part. This part was just... Wait, I'm gonna drink one of those portions just in case. Hey. Nope, never mind.
Who's there? I can't see you.
Your most
Neither can I.
ardent admirer, fair maid.
Uh-huh. And do you have a name?
What's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other name would still be a flower, wouldn't it?
Start now.
What are you saying? I can't hear you.
Gentle night, why linger on? I yearn thus for my love so long. Without her words to still my breast, who shall set my soul to rest?
Gentle night, why linger on? I earned this from my love so long. Whip out your worthy silky breasts. Who shall suck my salty bits?
And now my heart in sorrow dwells, from melancholic pining swells, since I, alas, was forced to part from the mistress of my heart.
I know my horses sort of well. Some alcohol from 9 to 12. Seems I always have whores apart from the mistress of my heart.
What on earth are you saying?
What's that hissing?
It's, a feral goose here in the bushes.
Ah, Lord, let me not wait in vain. I long to see my love again. O gentle sir, be of good cheer. I shall not cling to another dear.
Landlord, let me not wait in vain. I long to sing and laugh again. O gentle sir, get off your chair. I shall not bring you another beer.
Jesus, Henry, what kind of yokel nonsense are you babbling? Me? You're the one who's babbling.
You're an odd one. I've never heard such peculiar poetry in my life. Where on earth did you come up with it?
Blame the French.
It's the latest fashion in France. You've done enough harm. Better shut up and leave it to me.
How did you like it, dearest?
Ah, how tender you are.
Oh, it's still just as funny.
Father is coming! Hide!
Who is that talking? If it's some Danny again, I'll gut him with my fillet.
Oh, my eyes are watering. I actually found it even funnier the second time round.
But I have a bad feeling about this, Hans. I think we should...
Are you still there?
Still here, my love. How could I have apart from you?
Father's coming. He'll kill you.
He will not. Because it'll never cross his mind where I'll be. Henry, it's time for me to claim my prize. Whatever happens, cover my back.
There you are, you seducer. Now you'll see how a butcher protects his daughter's honor.
Buy me time.
You got some explaining to do, you bastard.
Right. I got a cover for him.
What are you after? You bastard sneaking around an honest citizen's house in the dark?
Oh, I'm just here to pick some cemetery blossoms. See?
Is that so? Well, you don't look like you've had much success.
I only just got started when I was interrupted by some idiot. Not meaning you, of course.
Enough of your horse shit. One more word, and I'll have you.
You really came.
How could I not, my dearest?
Not so fast, Prince Charming. But since you're here...
Hey, what was that?
What was what?
That noise. I'm sure I heard a strange noise.
We're here in the cemetery. Maybe restless spirits, what do you reckon?
I'd swear it came from the window of my own house.
What's that got to do with me?
Someone's been creeping around after my daughter. I come out and I find you here. Quite a coincidence, eh? So, out with the truth.
You're quite mistaken. I've never laid eyes on your daughter, and if she looks anything like you, I'd rather keep it that way.
Why, you fucking...
Mon petit lapin.
There's a
Meanwhile-
maid here. Untie it.
Don't try to make a fool of me. I heard it clearly. What was that?
Are you all right? It seems to me you're hearing things other folk can't hear. That's not good.
You're saying I'm hearing voices in my head?
Well, that's not necessarily a bad thing. St. Euphrosyne of Polotsk heard voices too, and she founded a monastery and churches and things.
I heard voices too. Well, could have been voices. I wouldn't swear to it though.
Look, fellas, I was standing right here and I didn't hear a thing. Do you take me for a madman?
Whatever you are, I want to know what you're doing under my daughter's window and who was talking to her. I heard it clear as day.
Good neighbour, it can't be denied that old age dulls a man's ears. I'm here alone, praying for the souls of the good people resting in the cemetery. I've nothing to do with your daughter.
That voice sounded different to yours, though. But where did he get to? You must have seen him. Unless you're covering for him.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes.
And done.
Jasem skutni hori kodelnikov syn.
What the fuck are you playing at? My patience is wearing thin.
Jasem skutni hori kodelnikov syn.
Jesus, stop your damn screeching.
Na kopeczku stala plakala. Jezu, Jezu Maria, volala, volala. Jezu Maria, Jezu jemine. Budale tu chlapec nebone. Budale tu chlapec nebone.
Christ almighty. Let's go, fellas. This one ain't right in the head. The guards will have him for screeching after curfew. Let's not get mixed up in it. But if I ever see you here again, I'll beat some sense into your idiot skull.
Everything is good according to Sir Headsmith. Last time, you see... last time when I chose to sing, I only sung once, and then I changed the subject, which then ended in a fist fight. This time I managed to not do that, and I actually got a trophy for it. So that last little bit went differently.
What are you doing, creeping around?
Well, all's well that ends well.
Yeah.
Hans got his end away. Yeah, he did mention the guards were a bit pissed, but yeah, they don't seem to be bothering us. Because I think we're alright.
Yeah.
And the audio and everything's still alright on the stream, yeah? No issues? I'm happy I still found that end part funny the second time round. It's a shame we lost my initial reaction to the this DLC. But never mind. Okay. How come Henry's speech improved during his sleep? Yeah, thankfully that sleepwalking perk, it doesn't happen often. What's going on? It's saying his speech is improved again. Then? Right, let's go see Hans and see if everything went well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the DLC took us 3 hours initially. This time it only took us 2 because obviously I knew what I was doing this time.
Yeah.
Well, plus the 2 hours yesterday. At the start of the DLC. Well, sorry, 2 hours plus the 4 hours that we were stuck on that guy during the dice challenge. Hey, get up. Get up. Get.
The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
How did it go with Carolina, Sans?
Henry, it was the most wonderful
Have I lost
night
reputation
of my
and
life. She was completely entranced by my courting. I hardly had to touch her, and she melted in my arms. And then she took me to paradise. It was glorious. It was sublime. Thanks, in part, to you, my faithful henchman and messenger of love. You've earned your reward.
It was an honour, Sir Hans. When are you going to see her again?
Oh, I'm not going to see her again. All beautiful things must come to an end, and, after all, I am a nobleman, and she is the butcher's daughter.
Well, that's how it ends, with the love of your life. After the secret gifts, the letters, the intrigues, reciting poetry in the moonlight.
My eloquence was wasted on her, Henry. Imagine, the silly cow couldn't even read. She returned the letter to me unopened. Here's the letter, Henry. Read it. At least you're capable of appreciating my literary talent. Read and learn from a poet. See you later.
Oh, I'll read it. So, yes, in the end, he just wanted to have sex. The love of his life. And this is the note that he sent her, but she couldn't read, so she didn't have a clue what it said. Actually, I have to read it near the window because last time I couldn't see it properly. My sweetest, I am your most devoted secret admirer. Secret, for until I know you long for me as I do for you, I shall not make myself known to you. But once we know each other, then, my beloved puppet, I shall caress your tits, and then I shall seek out the treasure you have carried with you since birth, for there is no lovelier creature than you. I only have to think of you, and I raise a battle tent, like the likes of which even Sigismund would envy. You must be mine, and none others. I shall take you to paradise and back. You shall meet all the angels in heaven, and call out to God more loudly than ever before. If you want to feel like no woman has ever felt before, put on the necklace tomorrow, and I shall know that I should come to you in the night and slip inside your secret garden. Your most ardent secret admirer. Just rolls off the tongue. He's got a way with words, hasn't he? So yes, that whole quest line was basically about him wanting to have sex. We killed an entire camp of bandits. We helped a charlatan. Oh, hang on.
And well, I'm sure we can come to some agreement, your lordship.
Well, bearing in mind, Master Butcher, that we have nothing to come to agreement about yet.
Well, yes, sir. No, sir. Well, I thought I ought to let you know what happened. My daughter's good name could be dragged through the mud. And his young lordship's too, of course.
Well, only if she should find herself with a permanent reminder.
Well, that could happen yet, sir, couldn't it? If her belly starts to grow. You know how word gets around, and, well, folk would assume that Sir Hans is the father, even if some other young fellow was to come along in the meanwhile, and, well, and we already know, the girl can't be watched.
Are you trying to blackmail me? Have you forgotten that I am the lord of this town, and that you are nothing but a stinking butcher?
Oh, God forbid, sir. I'm just thinking of his young lordship's reputation, and my girl's, but, of course...
Okay, but he's just standing in the background there listening. You can see him in the back.
And pay for his upbringing.
You can thank your lucky stars you're the only butcher around here. Otherwise, I'd have you out on your ear this very day.
But, sir, I'm only...
Here, take this, you damn scoundrel, and never show your face here again.
Thank you, your lordship. I'm sure this will be enough. Thank you, sir. Thank you kindly.
Blasted fool Capon.
Feel sorry for him. He was just protecting his daughter.
I'll have his balls on a platter.
He's still just standing there. I don't think he's supposed to be there. So yes, we killed an entire camp of bandits to get a necklace back for him. Then we scared an entire town and made them believe that there was a revenant trouble in the entire town. Obviously, we knocked out a bunch of people who stole their crosses, replaced the butcher's meat with rotten meat, replaced all the hens' eggs in the coops with charcoal, turned the bathhouse waters red like blood. And yeah, it was also he could have sex. All's well that ends well. Now, the last time we got into the fight with the butcher didn't like us anymore. So let's see what he has to say now, because this time he thinks I'm crazy.
Hey! I know you! Clear off before I lose my temper.
Fresh bread. Pour yourself a bit of fresh milk to drink.
One warning wasn't enough for you. Fuck off! Hey! I know you! Clear off before I lose my temper.
Meanwhile, he's just off at the pub to get pissed. He's just waiting for a drink, him. It's just another day for him. He does not give a shit.
Have pity on me, a poor wretch. Sigismund and his murderers took everything I
The
had.
playboy of the old days. Yep. So, that is the end of the third DLC. So far we've done A Woman's Lot, which was great. Band of Bastards was also great. And then this Amorous Adventures of Lord Capon, which was, like I said, the start was shit, then the middle bit was alright, and the end was just great.
I'm from Skalitz and...
So tomorrow we'll start the From Ashes DLC, which apparently you need a lot of money for that one. I don't know why, but yeah, apparently you need a lot of money. So hopefully the 33,000 that I've got enough. But I'm going to call that there for now. We could have done a bit more, but obviously we lost 3 hours at the start of the stream when the audio had completely fucked up for the first 3 hours, so I had to redo the DLC quest from the start. So yeah, 5 hours basically, but obviously 3 hours of it lost. And then it only took me 2 hours to redo the DLC from the point where we had to start again. But yeah, overall, thankfully I still found that end part funny the second time round. And obviously it was quicker this time round because I knew what I was doing. But yeah, thanks for sticking around here on Twitch. I'm going to call that there for now. Same if you're watching the VOD on YouTube. Hope you enjoyed. There'll be more to come. Until then, have a good night. And I'll catch you again tomorrow. We'll maybe do a double stream, maybe, depending if I'm good to do that. But yeah, thanks for watching. Have a good night, guys. And I'll catch you again tomorrow.
Rakes
Peace!
and hoes for your field. What else do you need? Come on up and see.